Both points of view on the Newshour tonight. Times Now strategic affairs expert Maruf Raza, Ajit Doval and Dr. Udipan Mukherjee are on one side of the debate. Dr. Mukherjee, thank you for joining us. He's in our studios in Delhi. Maruf Raza and Ajit Doval, former Director, Intelligence Bureau. On the other side, we have Madhu Sareen, who's a tribal and forest rights activist. Professor Hargopal, visiting faculty at the Bangalore National Law School. Dr. Saroj Giri is an assistant professor of political science. And taking a midline, I am told, is Atul Kumar Anjan. I don't understand what the midline in this is. Mr. Anjan, can you explain what the midline is on this?
The point is this. The very outset, I want to say this, the ghastly murder and the killing of the Congress leader, we condemn on behalf of the Communist Party of India. The whole nation is shocked with this ghastly attack on the Parivartan rally Congress people. But one thing, there are security lapses. And I just want to remind you, Arnabji, in the month of March, we also organized on behalf of the Communist Party of India a big rally from Sukhma to Jagdalpur. And more than 30,000 people walked on feet and they covered 15 days, 300 kilometers. I was also the part of that. There was no security. But at the same time, I am saying no security, but at the same time, the nearby villages people, we went to the door-to-door villages for months together, and then we organized this.
No, what are you saying? Are you saying
Congress? The area were with us.
No, are you saying Congress leaders?
No,
are you saying Congress leaders deserve to be attacked? I don't understand the argument. You know, this whole competitive politics is what is.
Listen, why you are trying to inference out of that my thing?
No, because I find, Mr. Anjan,
there are two ways. Either you get either you listen, or otherwise it's a very midline you are saying. Just listen. Either you take the support of the state machinery, either you take the people's support. So we were trying to get, but I know that in this whole issue, the state government has not taken proper lesson, nor they have given proper security this Congress leaders rally. And this is one of the reasons why the Naxals use or Maoists use.
Okay, let's get everyone in.
And
let's get everyone in.
Let's
get everyone in. No, Mr. Anjan, let's get everyone in. And I like to get, we've disagreed in the past, but I want to hear that point of view. Professor Hargopal, I'd like to come to you next. You know, the problem that I've had, Mr. Hargopal, with the positions taken by those who are sympathetic to the Maoists, who don't like being called Maoist sympathizers, is that they have one standard sentence that we condemn these killings, and then they want to go into 4 paragraphs of what are the circumstances which called for this kind of violence. Do you think that format will be applicable given what has happened today? Or giving that kind of indirect support is itself dangerous?
I think, it is very dangerous the way we are trying to argue out who is a sympathizer. Supposing I am, as a political scientist, trying to understand a phenomenon,
yes,
and I am trying to say that what are the possible causes that why Chhattisgarh landed in the type of crisis it does,
yes,
then I think if you say that it is a sympathizer, then I think one can't help. Then that means the whole academic inquiry and trying to analyze a phenomenon going into historical causes becomes redundant.
No,
and then supposing we say that, okay, this loss of human life is a problem, and I think that we have been trying to argue.
No, it's not loss of human life.
The conclusion would be that what is the answer to the present event? Repress, send the Indian army and kill the people and finish them. I think if that is the type of solution we are searching for, then academic inquiry becomes meaningless.
Mr. Hargopal,
the danger is that it will be... please try
Mr.
to see
Hargopal,
that
do you believe... just a small follow-up. Do you genuinely believe, after what is... Do you believe this is an academic subject? Do you think what happened in Saturday is an academic subject? It's an academic subject. Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval, let me get you.
Yes, for me as an academic, what is the function of an academic? The function of an academic is to analyze the phenomenon and explain to the society the causes why the things are happening the way they are happening.
Right.
Now, otherwise, if you say that, as an academic, I condemn the incident, that there ends the matter. Then there will be further escalation of violence.
I'll tell you.
If you want to stop the escalation of violence...
Mr. Hargopal, I just want to get the other side. I want to respectfully submit to you that I'm absolutely sure that as part of your academic analysis, you will also academically analyze how from Pakistan and China and from several other terrorist groups these Maoists have been operating. I'm sure as part of your academic exercise, you will also analyze the Hawala money rackets. I'm absolutely sure, Professor Hargopal, you will also do an intense academic analysis of the extortion threats which have been made by these groups, of which there is a fair amount of documentation.
Yes,
I want to get Ajit Doval now into this. Ajit Doval.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hargopal, any academic analysis requires you are being truthful about the facts, you are putting the entire facts before the people and analyze it on the basis of a very objective analysis of those. Problem with the intellectuals who have got the sympathies is that they not only suppress the facts, they distort the facts. They deliberately bring out totally fictitious arguments and inputs into the whole discussion and create a narrative which is factually incorrect. Now let me tell you three basic facts. If you want to deny them, please tell me. Is it the political objective of the Naxal movement to take the political power?
Yes.
To take the political power through the barrel of the gun, through violence.
I will answer the question.
Just is it yes or no? Secondly,
yes.
No. First one.
Please,
secondly,
please.
Secondly, no. Just a minute. Let me pose the three questions. You just give me the answer, yes or no. Is it that the Naxalites have taken the weapons from all sorts of enemies of India, have tried to build up the relationships, whether they are with the insurgents in the northeast, whether they are the separatists in the J&K, whether they were earlier the people who are having a relationship with the LTTE and some of the Chinese districts, and getting the weapons through the Cox's Bazar route. Is it factually correct or not? Third thing, is it that they have not gone for indiscriminate violence against those targets from where they wanted to derive only political advantage by terrorizing and stunning the people to silence through coercion? Now, if you think that there are at least 3,000 bits in support of that, yes, please, I would like to listen to that.
No, see. Please, there are two things, of the academic world. I very strongly recommend that Gunnar Myrdal has written a book, Objectivity in Social Research, where he said there is nothing like objectivity in any analysis. There are certain value preferences, there is a value position of an individual, there is a moral position on thing, number one.
What do you
Secondly, if you say that they have borrowed the weapons and they have all that, why do you think we landed in this problem?
So why are
what is your explanation of Naxalite movement?
Professor Hargopal, 1 minute. Professor Hargopal, 1 minute. You see, one second, when I come in, please. Can I come in?
Let us not talk about academics.
No,
if we are talking about academics and you are saying that facts cannot be objective, then you can say that 27 people who were killed were criminals, and therefore retaliation it has been done. It's a part of the revolution, so that's over.
Why do we
have a common?
One second.
Have a common orbit in which we are discussing.
I want to get in. Let's get all views.
No. But we would like to project our prejudices as we subscribe to. There's no question of any academic.
You see the problem with
forget about academic.
You see the.
Let us come to the other side. Let us get to the other.
Mr. Professor Hargopal, I want to get in Madhu Sareen at this point. You see, the question is this. The question is this. Professor Hargopal, 1 minute.
Please.
Question is this. Question, 1 minute. Professor Hargopal.
Why do you think this problem started?
Professor Hargopal. Professor Hargopal.
No, that's all right.
One second. This whole. No, 1 second.
When you go into the causative factors, it means that you wanted to get out of the reality of today. Accept the reality of today and tell me what it is.
No, but the reality is that why that reality has come.
Causation does not.
You have to understand
causation does not justify the consequence.
Debate between two people.
We understand it totally.
Debate between two people.
Let's not I may have a cause to kill a person.
If Professor Hargopal and
what is the point in analyzing?
Please understand.
Why are we analyzing?
Professor Hargopal, I've listened to you patiently. Now you must let me come in, Professor Hargopal. Professor Hargopal, there are different views in this world. And one of the views, why are you quoting Gunnar Myrdal? Next you'll quote Emily Durkheim. Next you'll call Malinowski. No, let's not. Mr. Hargopal, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. You want to go academic, we can go academic. But I want you to be a realist tonight. Don't quote Gunnar Myrdal. I'll quote Kanu Sanyal to you. You know what Kanu Sanyal said? I'll quote Kanu Sanyal if you have the patience to listen to me tonight. Kanu Sanyal said, terror campaigns don't solve problems. A single conspiratorial killing cannot and has never brought change. Such actions will only cause harm to the movement and alienate the masses. Don't quote foreign thinkers. I can quote thousands back to you. My question is very clear, Professor Hargopal. Now I go to Madhu Sareen. The question is very simply this, that academic support, you see, intellectual support, Madhu Sareen, is very good when there is some element of understanding, empathy and control. I have never heard of a situation tomorrow where a few people who provide intellectual support or sustenance or background or to a movement which causes so much bloodshed seem to have no control over it. So what happens, Ms. Madhu Sareen, is this, and you can disagree with me if you want to. The cycle of terror, and there's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Every time when bloodshed happens, we have the same standard photocopied reply from the same people. The bloodshed that has happened is bad. The innocents who have been killed, we are sorry for it, but, and then 4 standard pages on the root causes of all this. How long will this continue?
Arnab, I think this is the first time I'm coming on your channel, and I may well be the last, but I think what we need to remember, oops, this thing fell out, is that we are talking of a context which has a long history, and the incident of this week, the absolutely horrific incident of this week, is one part in a continuum, and the beginning, a lot of the beginning of that, has had far worse incidents, affecting ordinary people, like Salva Judum from 2005 displaced 644 villages in Bastar. And my estimate is that involved a population of 3 lakh people.
Right.
We don't know how many people were killed. We know a large number of women were raped, abused. We know a very large number of people were forced to leave their homes, land, everything they had, and move to roadside camps. Many are living in Andhra Pradesh, squatting in forest area, where they are continuously harassed by the Andhra Pradesh Forest Department, because they are treated as illegal.
So what is the link to Saturday?
And there are a very large number about whom nobody knows where they went.
What is the link to Saturday's
They vanished
massacre?
in the forest.
No, what is the link to Saturday's massacre?
What Salva Judum did...
What is the link to Saturday's massacre?
It pushed all these people into the arms of the Maoists.
No, what is the link to Saturday's massacre?
In a sense, so long as we continue with this strategy of, sending more armed forces, where there is, no one is walking around with a label on their chest saying that I'm a Maoist. So the security forces, a lot of them,
I don't.
Equally pathetic.
Miss, I'll just come back to you. I think you need to put your earpiece back because you're not hearing my question. The question is simply this. I know the rigmarole. I know that a lot will be said about what has happened in the past. Equally, a lot of other things can be argued about the number of school buildings, forest roads, telephone exchanges which have been broken up and destroyed by the Maoists. But I want to may I first request Ms. Madhu Sareen, Ms. Sareen, if you can put back your earpiece. Ms. Sareen, can I request you to put your earpiece back? Then I come back to you. Maruf, in the meantime, while we get Ms. Sareen back connected, 1 second. Yeah, that's right. Ms. Sareen, I think that's right. No, Miss Sareer, I think you dropped your earpiece in between, so we lost you out there.
Yeah.
Right? But you see, Miss Sareer, by the way, I have great respect for you. I'm glad that you've come on the program. What you say that it may well be the last does not worry me too much. Multiplicity of views and plurality is something we are very happy with. I'd like you to hear, however, even if this is your last appearance, the other point of view. Maruf Raza, we've heard this argument today. I have not heard a single direct link to saying that what has happened justifies Saturday's killing.